Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. So, I thought this episode was average. Sammy is just one delusional ass woman. She really is. So after she gets back, she catches everyone else. She catches everyone up on, what she's been going through for the last 3 months. Then she's all like, I know who's behind this. It's Nicole. It has to be Nicole. Now, because I don't really know Nicole's history, seeing a woman that I see now is one of those things where it's like, so you tell me that she just went through all the trouble of hiring some guys to kidnap you for 3 months? Really? But I heard she's had a past, and, I do remember, Sammy saying something like about her switching her baby with somebody else's baby or something like that. So, in that regards, I wouldn't put it past her. But, Lucas is like, well, y'all already kind of got even with each other. She already blew up your marriage after you blew up hers. So, y'all are on equal footing at this point. And then Sammy's all like, oh, well, I gotta get back to my marriage, poor EJ. And Lucas like, I'm sorry, what? So, let me get this straight. I drive all the way down to God knows where to sit there and find your ass. And I do all that, and you're just running right back to the guy who treated you like trash. After your marriage already blew up. But oh no, it's been 3 months, so it should be fine. Yeah, she just heads out the door. Now, before I get to that part, so, Rafe is talking to Nicole, being a scumbag, and EJ catches them almost about to kiss. Rafe questions EJ about Kristen. EJ pretty much like, I don't know what you're talking about. Rafe leaves. They both go inside. And, they're both just not there questioning each other like, are you over Sammy? Are you over Rafe? Yada, yada, yada. One thing leads to the next. And they're pretty much upstairs playing mattress tag. So after that, they're just not there talking about the past, about the first time that they, had sex. And after that, just not there just laughing and talking, kissing and stuff like that. Sammy comes straight to the house. The house that she got kicked out of. So yeah, she comes right in there and she sees EJ with another woman. And I'm like, oh my. Do you almost look like you're hurt. I mean, you cheat on him with another man twice, and you're gonna have the gall to sit there and look like you're hurt. Sweetheart, screw your feelings. But you know what's gonna wind up happening. She's gonna go all ape on Nicole. Nicole did this, Nicole did that. You can see the cat fight going on now. I hate saying that. I'm not going to erase it at this point and start again, but you already see what's going to wind up going down. My question is she going to be upset with EJ? Because, oh man, if she has anything to sit there and say about EJ, I may have to actually go in on Sammy more than usual. But that should be interesting. So, Brady wakes up. He's, kind of like gets his bearings and stuff like that. And Chloe's just like, she already has his arm folded and stuff like that. I'm just like, I know he's kind of out of it, but when somebody has their arms folded when they're just sitting down and looking at you, their arms folded, it's not a good sign. So, he's not there just being all foggy and everything like that, and he feels like he has a hangover, but he's like, I haven't been drinking in, ages. So Chloe fills him in a little at a time. It gets to a point where she's like, yeah, you've been drinking, you have, blood in your system and stuff like that. We found a knife, we found you, and just puts all the stuff together. The threatening texts, the blood, him being there with the tree ripped, and like I said, the threatening messages. At this point, Brady's like, wait, you think that I killed them? I mean, yeah, we don't like each other, but we're family. I'm not gonna kill him. And that's something else. I'm just like, I probably want to sit there and just kind of look at this like, Chloe, I get it. You're a beautiful woman, and they've been fighting over you since high school, and you just been like, oh me, oh my. But you're sitting there telling me that you have family members killing each other for you? Wow. The ego on you. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where it's like, it's hard for me to really go at her with that when you do have both of those idiots that they're going back and forth over her. I don't know. It's something about, two people fighting over one person. It's just like, are you kidding me? You know how many people there are in this world? Like, I can never see myself fighting over anyone for somebody's affection. That is just unheard of. It's like another language. I couldn't comprehend it. But Brady's like, listen, you honestly think I'm gonna sit there and do all that, and like, why would I kill him for it? Like, why would I? Like, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. And I felt like there was a part that Chloe wanted to be like, yeah, this really doesn't make a lot of sense. Unfortunately, you got a mountain of evidence, a mountain of circumstantial evidence, really going towards his way. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's implausible because you know the guy, he's not the person that really be drinking like that, and even with him being that drunk, to be able to sit there and write text messages and go all the way down there from, I guess Roman's pub or whatever, being blistering drunk to wherever they were. Really? I'm just that drunk. Let me tell you something. When you get that plastered, you can't even walk straight, let alone go from one point of a town to the other, and actually think you're gonna get there anywhere. Hell, it would have been more likely that he would have just went into the river and nearly drowned, let alone just getting there safely. But Chloe is not so sure. Hell, I think she actually believes that Brady killed Philip. Now you got Bella and you got Sean talking about it. Brady, Bella's like, yo, listen, that's not something he would do. I mean, I get that they've been going at each other, but this is too far, even for Brady, to be killing killing his family member for her. But, with that being said, Bella's like, a lot of the stuff you're saying is circumstantial. Now they do wind up getting, a sample of his blood because of all the paternity tests that he's been taking over the years. So they got it, they did a match, and it came back that the blood that was on the knife was Philip's. So things aren't really looking good for Brady at this point. I mean, they're really not looking good for Brady. And since, part of it sucks because it's like, I don't dislike Brady. So, yeah, him being framed for something that he didn't do definitely sucks. I'd be lying if I didn't sit there and say there were so many chances, so many times where Brady took the opportunity to do things that he knew would irk Philip. Sleeping in the same bed? Really? I get it, he had back problems, but bro, that just doesn't look good. You know that doesn't look good. How even if Philip didn't walk into the room, That was just something y'all were just gonna, what, take to the grave? Like, really? Just all that stuff that he kept doing. To irk Philip. On top of that, Kristen was loose. She was who knows where. And the threat towards Chloe was still a possibility. And yet you still try to go and get Chloe anyway. Because that made sense, right? So, part of me is like, bro, you threw out a lot of negative energy into this universe. So, I mean, I'm not exactly broken up that a lot of it isn't coming back towards your way. Just saying. Gabby does what Gabby normally does. Act like a 16-year-old little girl, poking the bear, poking Ava, throwing Rafe in her face, making her feel insecure about her relationship. Because, Ava's not there looking like, yo, where are you? I mean, you late. You mad late. Like, what's going on? So Gabby, is poking the bear. They go back and forth with each other. Ava kind of had enough at that point. And Ava picks up that knife. And Ava's like, so, you remember the last dead body that was in here? With a knife in her chest? Kind of like this one right here. So, she holds the knife, and, at this point, Gabby's like, oh, what happened, Gabby? What happened? You were talking. You were talking all that smack. What happened? Why are you so quiet now for? Where's that same energy? That's one of the things that, just watching that scene, it's like Gabby had so much mouth. Just da-da-da-da-da-da-da. What happened? I don't hear you anymore. What happened? So she holds the knife. Rafe comes in there. Rafe is, I'm not gonna lie, the look on Rafe's face, like, that was a look of being very protective of his sister. I don't know if people really caught that. Like, looking, if you go back and you look in his eyes, you can just see that, like, that fear. So he walks in there, he's like, what is going on? And, Ava tries to play it off like, oh, well, just cooking, grabbing a knife and stuff like that. And, Gabby's all like, oh, she tried to kill me. I was like, okay, Gabby, shut up. Like, stop trying to play victim. You started with poking the damn bear. You're just, honestly, tell you the truth, at this point, you better hope, this is something that Gabby doesn't understand. You better hope that Rafe and Ava stays together. Because the minute that she stops having feelings for Rafe, that is your ass. That is your ass right there. Okay? All the protection and everything like that, the chains will be loose, and, well, good luck. Is all I'm going to sit there and say. Good luck. So Rafe was like, go in your room. Go in your room. And Gabby says something immature. I don't exactly remember what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's immature. And she runs in the room, and Ava tries to play it off. Next thing you know, Ava's not there cooking for him. Making him leftovers or whatever. I'm like, so we're just going to pretend that she didn't just hold a knife, point a knife at your sister. We're just going to just walk away from that whole scene. We're, like, seriously? We're, okay. Alright, we're doing that. Okay. I'm not going to lie. Part of that just kind of bothers me. Like, listen, I know Gabby has been, well, being her usual self. But with that being said, that's your sister. That's your blood right there. And somebody just put a knife, was holding a knife near your sister, and your sister looked like she was scared. And we're just going to just walk away from that conversation? Okay, of course we are. So, Ava at this point is like, where was you? What was taking you so long? And she starts really grilling him. And it's like he goes around in a circle. He's like, oh, well, first I had to sit there and talk to Chad, and then I talked to, EJ. This is after I talked to Nicole, and then I talked to, like he just kind of like talked to Nicole a little bit, and then at this point, Ava's like, so what y'all talk about? I'm like, yo, bro, this isn't like she's just asking you how your day is. This is interrogation. You do know that, right? I mean, you're a cop. I'm assuming you know that. And of course, Rafe, like a scumbag, lies. And they're like, oh, Chris is on the loose. So I just want to make sure that, she's not gonna bother her anymore. That we're gonna protect her and yada yada yada. Then he talks about EJ, and tells her that, he's still eyeing EJ as far as helping Kristen. Rafe. I mean, my man had to sit there and lie overtime. You ever notice that sometimes when people lie about a secret that's really bad, it's so difficult for them to do. It's like it takes like an extra energy to do. It's one of the easiest things to do is to sit there and tell the truth. It comes effortlessly. You don't have to really think about it too much. I mean, I almost looked at this guy. I was like, bro, you look like you're sweating bullets here. You need like a paper towel or something like that. What's going on? But that's the consequences of being a scumbag. So I don't know. I think that's about it for the most part. If I forgot anything, please write it down in the comment section below. I'm pretty sure I probably forgot something minor, but whatever it is, let me know. And let me know what your thoughts are on this episode. And tomorrow we'll be actually having some apple pie. Because we all know what's going down. Nicole versus Sammy. Round, I don't even know at this point. But it's Friday. Cliffhanger time, so it should be good. Which is odd, because when I used to watch soap operas back in the day, sometimes the cliffhangers used to actually be Thursday or Wednesday. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video.